Hello, everybody. It's me, Phuong Linh here, and today I'm going to talk about the problem with being too nice at work. No, now let's change at work, at school, and in our daily life too. 1. Why does Tessa West argue that being too nice at work often hides our anxiety? Because when we comment somebody, we don't actually think so, or it's just something that we do because it's nice. It's not really something that we really think in our mind. Let's say you wanted to tell your coworker that he did really good in his presentation, but he could change the things like talking more loudly and more specifically in like the examples. But you will only tell him that was great or you did such a great job. And you wouldn't actually tell him the things that he wasn't good at because you were trying to be nice. And that nice could hide your anxiety because you have to try to be nice, although in your mind you're thinking many other things. In what ways do our physiological responses, like increased heart rate, influence how nice we act in stressful work interactions? Well, in stressful work interactions, we try to do things that we think are nice or that it makes the other person feel more comfortable. So, if we're trying to do something or say something that we don't really think in our mind, it will make our heart rates change or increase. How can nonverbal behaviors like fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, betray the anxious niceness that someone is trying to mask? Mm, if you're trying to hide or fix something, you will have some behaviors that will actually like give okay, I forgot the phrase. I just remembered it, but now I forgot it. It will just make the other person realize that you were just trying to fake that mask. The things like their non-verbal behaviors, like avoiding eye contact or like increased heart rate, it could actually expose your mask in the two nice situations. Tessa describes a negotiation study. Why do people tend to give overly positive feedback even when they just won? Well, when you win somebody else in a competition, if um, if someone told you to actually tell them what they were good at or what they were bad at, you will actually just say you were great. I loved the way that you stayed calm in that anxious situation and things like that. They're just nice comments. But we don't actually tell them what we really thought at the moment because yes, as I just said, people tend to give overly positive feedback just to be nice. What are the possible negative consequences of giving very generic compliments in the workplace? Well, the other person could think that it was like a lazy compliment and you didn't want to comment them um, like in both of their advantages and disadvantages because you were lazy, and it could make you two feel like disconnected because you were um like they just you were underestimated. How might vague or over polite feedback harm the receiver's professional growth or reputation? Well, overly polite feedback could give you like mm, something that you just do it even if you don't actually know that you're doing it. Like I forgot the phrase, but it's like if somebody asks you to compliment them, you will just actually say it without even thinking a lot that you look great, you did that, uh, you made a perfect presentation or things like that, because it's just like our reaction to those questions. I'm not so sure. I forgot the phrase. Actually, I did. I can't remember it. According to Tessa, why is it more helpful to deliver feedback that is specific rather than general? Well, if the other person is asking for feedback, you could just give them a truthful answer instead of just trying to be nice or like general 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 feedback. You could tell them what they were good at, what they were not good at that much, or how they could improve. Yeah, I think that would help a lot. She suggests replacement behaviors when giving critical feedback. And what does that mean and why is it important? Well, like I just told you, if you try to give them like the things that they could improve, the replacement behaviors, it could actually help them like try to improve, and it could make a relationship more like it could make you two closer because the other person feel that you are being truthful to them instead of just being polite. Tessa encourages starting with neutral feedback. What might be examples of that? And how can this help change the feedback culture? Well, you could start giving small feedbacks like, you did that presentation really good, but if you could improve your voice or your eye contact with the audience, it would make that presentation even better. That is just like a neutral feedback, so it wouldn't make it so awkward, but it will just help you change the feedback culture. Finally, how can teams or organizations balance kindness and honesty to build a healthier feedback culture? Well, if you were like a leader, you could tell your teammates to like actually be honest with each other so that it could help strengthen your bonds and relationships, and it could help build a healthier feedback culture. Okay, thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.